What up, guys? It's Nick from What I'm Watching, and today I'm here to discuss. Well, it's a theme video actually. I call this "Send in the Clowns" because I'm going to be discussing 1, 2, 3 clown-based horror films. Now, recently I've been slumming through the Facebook horror groups, and I came across this disturbing image that I just showed you there for a movie called Terrifier. So, in my research, I found out that this film had a predecessor, All Hallows Eve. So, I'm going to be discussing All Hallows Eve, Terrifier, and 31. Okay, so let's get started discussing everything. Overall, all three movies were, they were entertaining watches. But let's go ahead and start with All Hallows Eve. It was an anthology horror film directed by Damien Leone. Scary name, Damien. Anyway, it came out in 2013, and it's about basically this babysitter she's babysitting these little bratty ass kids, and the kid dumps his candy out, and lo and behold, someone stuck an old VHS tape in there. So, I know what I'm thinking first. It's probably gonna be some fucking old dude jerking off or something like that. No, it's not. Actually, it turns out to be a horror film. So, the kids are watching it and they get all spooked and shit. But as in all anthologies, this one had 3 parts. And first one I call Witch Orgy. We first get introduced to the clown. He drugs this chick, and then she's taken to a witch orgy. I'm going to leave it at that. I don't want to give too much away, but it involves demons, cult, bitches being tied up, babies being cut out of, bellies, that kind of thing. The second sequence was called I'm sorry, it was these aren't the titles though, this is just what I call it. The second sequence is what I would call Stupid Alien, because it was boring as shit. It was this goofy ass dude wearing a alien mask, and he's like, just, this chick's scared, she's out in the country by herself. It was like total filler material. Not even worth. Hit the fast forward button on that one. Third installment on the anthology I like to call Gas Station, because the chick goes to a gas station, and guess what? She runs into our old pal, the clown. Now, the clown's name is Art the Clown, and first I gotta say, he's not really, he's got a mime makeup. It's a mime face he's got on, the black and white, and it's a classic mime face. So everyone's saying he's a clown, and even in the movie he's saying he's a clown, but he's not a clown, he's a mime. And he doesn't say anything in the movie either. He's totally silent. Which, I gotta say, the best thing about All Hallows Eve and Terrifier, we'll get to Terrifier in a minute, is the clown. Art the Clown, or Art the Mime, as I'd like to refer to him. Art the Mime was a killer character. He had dark humor. He mocked the people that he was killing. He did brutal shit like rip off a chick's titties and wear them. All kinds of crazy. I ain't making this shit up. But basically, it was a interesting idea for an anthology. I like the idea of the tape being stuck in the kid's candy bag. The kids were brats. They meet an untimely end, which is kind of cool. There's lots of practical special effects in it. The gore's high. The shock. The only thing I have to complain about both films is like the movie's supposed to be more like realistic, like, some sicko put a tape in there. And I know the witch orgy kind of goes into the unknown alien, and that was just dumb shit. But like the clown, it's like they can't make up their mind. Is he like a serial killer, or is he like a supernatural character? Because like motherfucker eats it a couple times, and then it's like, I guess it's like Friday the 13th. He just keeps coming back, which that kind of I thought that was kind of lame. And like there's a part where like bitch gets away from him in a car, and then he magically appears behind her, down the road several miles. So little things like that, but that's just me bitching, Overall, it was an entertaining watch. It had a low budget feel to it, which was done on purpose. It had the grindhouse with the movie popping, the old cinema reel look to it. So that was cool. So that takes us, that was 2013. Let's fast forward to 2017. Terrifier was released. It seems like Art the Clown was popular, Art the Mime, and he comes back and reprises his role as this crazy motherfucker who likes to, mock the people he's killing and just kill them in horrendous ways. And the kill I was talking about earlier with the ripping off the boobs and stuff, that was actually done in Terrifier. And Terrifier was just, they took something from the first film, All Hallows Eve. It's the same writer director, Damien Leone, and basically he meets these bitches out on Halloween, and they wrong place, wrong time. Chick had to take a piss. Of course, she's gonna pick the scary ass building where dude's renovating for rats. Naturally, her and her hot blonde friend eat it. Her sister eats it. A bunch of people trying to help eat it. I mean, it's pretty good. Some good gore scenes. Gets to see a chick sawed in half from her hoo-ha down through her head. That was pretty killer. And she was hot too. Terrifier was a good gore film. You know what I'm saying? It had it's like these are not Academy Award winning films, but they'll have a special place in my heart. And I'll tell you what, Art the Mime, that motherfucker, he's balls to the wall. You know what I'm saying? He gets woohoo, yeah, buddy. But Terrifier is cool, and what I like his style, because in both films, Art the Mime defiles the bathrooms, and of course he gets chased out of the establishment he's in by the owner, the proprietor, or whatever. And I'm telling you, man, he went in there and shit and pissed all over the place. Apparently, they didn't show it in one; they showed it in the other. But you gotta admire the guy's style. He really knows how to get to have a good time and get under someone's skin. I think hopefully we'll see him in another movie in the future. But that's what the best thing about the two films was not just the special effects, but the mime. Man, Art stole the show. He doesn't say a word, but I mean, just his sheer brutality, and like, you really think it's a psycho motherfucker, doing all this shit. It didn't feel fake, you know what I'm saying, until they did the weird shit with him popping up out of nowhere and coming back to life magically. But besides that hokey ass shit, I mean, he was a really memorable character, and come on, 2 thumbs up. If y'all ain't seen him, go check that shit out. Now, get off my screen. Okay, sorry, I'm doing this with a phone instead of my usual camera, because I'm revamping and restarting this. So you gotta forgive me, I'm gonna be a little rusty here, guys. This brings me to my third clown film, even though the first 2 were technically mimes. But this episode is called Send in the Clowns, so 31. I don't hate on Rob Zombie because he's mainstream or because people like to give him shit. I like some of his music back in the day. I enjoyed his movies, except for the one with the Lords of Salem. Fucking hated it. 31. They made such a big deal about it being so bad. It got cut 6 times and it was still NC-17. Why? What the fuck was so terrifying? I thought Devil's Rejects was way more brutal than fucking 31. And like, I was disappointed because I was expecting clowns, and there's clowns, but it's a very minimalist role. They played it up in the advertising of it, I thought, and it wasn't really clowns. It was something else. And honestly, the movie, if it didn't have Rob Zombie's name stamped on it, it wouldn't have been nothing special, y'all, because some people they work for the carnival. They're riding. Whoa, they get stopped on the road because somebody put something out in the middle of it. And of course, we stop in the middle of fucking nowhere with scarecrows in the middle of the road. That's what I would do. Totally get out and, check things out in the middle of fucking nowhere. And, they get kidnapped, taken to where Malcolm McDowell's pretty funny, wearing a wig like he's in Parliament and shit. And fucking him and these rich motherfuckers are like, they have a game called 31 because it takes place on Halloween, I guess. And basically, they have a midget, they have 2 inbred brothers with chainsaws, some fucking weirdo Swiss dude with his ugly girlfriend, and this other guy who's like a professional killer. I mean, none of the killers really stood out to me. None of them were really interesting. But basically, they release these people in this fucking warehouse, give them bullshit weapons, and these people, they stalk them and kill them. The ending was good, but it felt a little borrowed from The Purge. And if y'all see the end, you'll know what I'm talking about. I ain't gonna give it away. I ain't gonna spoil it. But then they should have ended it there. But no, 5 minutes later, down the road. What the fuck, really? And when y'all watch the movie, you'll know what I'm talking about. But if Rob Zombie's name wasn't on it, this movie would have been just an average slash and kill bullshit horror movie that flew under everyone's radar. So yeah, it was semi entertaining, but it was nothing special, nothing to write home about. And I ain't hating on them, I'm just telling it like it is. The mimes did a better job than the clowns, y'all. But All Hallows Eve, Terrifier, definitely check them out. 31, got nothing else to do, throw it in. Meg Foster was in it. She's kind of got those creepy, scary eyes. She looks old as fuck now, kind of rough looking, poor old Meg. But she was in a bunch of like genre films back in the day. I remember her always being in Leviathan, being the chick like at the office. Well, if y'all haven't seen that movie, you don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so you get two of them got thumbs up, one got a thumbs down. But send in the clowns, y'all. This is Nick with What I'm Watching. Hope you enjoyed this watch. I'll have more reviews coming. Check out my Facebook page, What I'm Watching. Don't just do horror movies. I do everything, but I love horror movies the best, I think. So thanks for your time. Later.